In this tutorial, we're going to look at solving radical equations. And for this tutorial, we just look at the first three questions. We solve those. And I'm sure by that, you will be able to get an understanding on how you do radical equations. So radical equations are just equations that involve a radical, something like a root. So you see here you have a square root there being involved. So that's what a radical equation is. And we have the first one, we have x minus 3 equal to root of 5 minus x. And you're told to solve this equation. So how do you do? So what you want to do is to get a form where you're able to just get rid of that square root. And how do you get rid of that square root? You have to square. So introduce the square on both sides, square this side, and you square what? Square the other side. So when you square that, you see that this radical here, what goes? It makes 3 of the root, and you remain with x minus 3 square here. Then squared, then you have 5 minus x. Okay, so then I can expand this. So and expand, what do I get? So I expand this, and I just have, that's gonna give me x squared. Gonna give me x squared. So I get x squared, then that will give me minus what? Minus 6x, and I have a plus what? 9. And this will be 5 minus x. Then I can group this. So I group by taking everything to the left side, and I have x squared. Then this here will give me plus 5x. Then I'll have so 9 minus 5, which gives me 4. This will give me to 0. So now from here, what do I do next? So what I do next is I can use whatever method. Let's see, am I able to find the factors here? So I have a product of 4 and a sum of -5. So when I add, I should get 4. When I multiply, I should get what? When I multiply, I should get 4. When I add, I should get 5. And I see that to be -4 and -1. This gives me that, and I can conclude that will be x squared minus what? Say minus x minus 4x plus 4 is gonna be equal to what? 0. And I can factorize by grouping. So I have x here, x minus 1, then there I have -4, then I'll have x minus 1 here equal to 0. Then I just remain with x minus 1, and the other one is just x minus 4 equal to what? To 0. And here I just have, that will be x equal to 1, and you have x equal to 4. So what you do from this stage, you have to check for what we call extraneous solutions. So some of the solutions will not hold here, so you have to check. So how do I check? I get back to that equation. So x minus 3, then root of 5 minus x. Then I replace, so the first value of x I got is 1. So I replace 1 minus 3 here. Then on the other side, I have 5 minus 1. Right, and this gives me -2. And that there gives me root what? Root 4. And that will be -2. This here is not true, so this looks like it's a not extraneous as solution. So let me try the other one. So the other one is 4, so I get 4 minus 3, and this is going to be root of 5 minus 4. This gives me 1, this gives me root of 1, which is just going to be equal to what? To 1. So I have 1 equal to 1, that is true. So meaning the only solution to this here is x equal to what? To 4. So 1 is not a solution of this radical. So that's how you find that. Okay, in the next one, you see that we have another kind of a bit more complicated than what we just had. So now we're going to do that one. So for this one, we see that there are two radicals that are involved here, but it's something we can't handle. So I have 3 plus, then I have root of 11 minus x equal to root of x plus 6. How do I handle this? So I can take this negative to the other side, such that I just remain with this radical here, 11 minus x equal to, then I have root of x plus 6. then there plus 2 outside. The reason why I just picked that, I want to deal with positives. So here I can bring in the root now, both sides, and I bring in the root there. In the square, I square both sides. So there, this radical goes, I remain with 11 minus x. What happens in the other one? So the other one, then this means I'll be expanding. So this part where I multiply this with itself, and that will give me x plus 6, then multiply it with the 3, then again with the 3, that means I'll be adding, that will be 6, root what? Root x plus 6, so you get something like this. Then the last part is 3 by 3 gives you 9, so this is what you get. Okay, so from here again, you do the same where you would just group the terms. So here I can add this 6 can be added to this 9, and that gives me 15. Such that I take a negative 15 on the other side. I have negative 15. Then I have negative x, and this also becomes what? A minus x, like this. And I remain with 6 root x plus 6, like that on this side. So what is that going to be? When I subtract negative 15, 11 there, that gives me 4. So I'm gonna get a 4, a negative 4 there. So negative 4, and then minus 2x is what I get. Then this here being equal to 6, then I have root x plus 6. Okay, so this is what I get here. So next, what do I do with that? I can square both sides. So square both sides here. So I square this side and I square what? The other side in order to get of that radical there. So I need to make sure it's free of that radical. So observe here, when I factor out the negative, I remain with 4 plus 2x, and I'm squaring here. And there, distribute the square. So that would be 6 squared, like this. Then I have root of x plus that, then square there. Then this gives me, so this will be positive 1, then this gives me, remember, the 4 plus 2x squared. Then this here gives me 36, multiply it. So here this root goes like that, and I remain with x plus 6. So I can expand this. What do I get when I expand that there? So when I expand, I just remain with, so I'll have 16, then let's multiply it there. So that will give me 8. 8 plus 8, I get 16x. Then plus that would be 4x squared. Then this would be equal to, multiply that, that would be 36x. Then what is 36 by 6? And 6 by 6, that's just going to give me plus 216. Okay, so from there, I can group the terms. I take everything to the left side again. So I have 4x squared. So plus 16x, then that will be minus 36, like that. Then I'll have a plus 16 minus 2, 16 equal to 0. Then this will be 4x squared. Then I'll have, so what do I get when I subtract that? 16 minus 36 gives me negative 20. So I have negative 20, and that there gives me negative 200. And this here is going to be equal to what? To 0. Then divide by 4 throughout, such that I have x squared minus 5, and 200 divided by 4 gives me 50. So I get negative 50 there, equal to 0. I can complete the square on this, but I don't think I can. Can I find the factors here? I multiply, they give me 20. I add, they give me 5. Okay, I don't know which time. Just there's an x here. X, of course, I complete the square. And what do I have? I have, so this is going to be x, half of that gives me negative 5 over 2 squared. I square that, and I just get negative 25 over 4 minus 50 equal to 0. So, is that going to be? So, 25 over 4 plus 50 t. Okay, so this then gives me here x minus 5 over 2 squared. Then this will be minus 2 to 5 over what? Over 4 equal to 0. Then, okay, continue from there. So what do I get? So I'm gonna have, this is gonna be, take that the other side, I remain with x minus 5 over 2 square here, and this is gonna be equal to 2 to 5 over 4. Introduce the square root on both sides like this, and I just have x minus 5 over 2 equal to plus minus, so plus minus what? So plus minus 15 over 2. So I have 15 over 2. So I take my negative 5 over 2 the other side, and I have positive, then plus minus 15 over 2. So when I add these two, so that's going to be 5 plus 15 gives me 20. Divide by 2 gives me a 10. So I get x equal to 10. Then when I subtract, I'll get negative 10. Negative 10 divided by 2 gives me negative 5. So these are the two values that I'm getting, but I have to test and see if these values are my true values. If I don't, you wanna see which one is an extraneous solution, which one is not. So we test, we start with 10. So I have negative 3 plus 11 minus 10. Since this is gonna be equal to, yeah. So minus 10, and this is going to be what? So what I get here is, and then this is equal to 10 plus 16. I get negative 3 plus, this gives me 1, root of 1, that's going to be 1. This gives me 16, root of 16 gives me 4. And what do I get here? So I get to have here negative 2, there I get 4. So 10 is not giving me what I want. Let me try, since this negative 2 is not equal to 4, then what's the other one? So the other one, I'm going to have negative 3 plus root of 11. So minus minus. So that's going to give me plus 5. So I'm replacing the 5 one. Then there you get negative 5 plus 6, which gives us 1. And this you have negative 3. I hope you're doing this right. And you have plus, this will give you 16. So root of 16 is 4, yes. And there you get root of what? Root of 1, which is just going to be 1. And when you add these two, you get 1 equal to what? To 1. So the only solution here is x equal to what? Negative 5. That's the answer. And 10 is not a solution. It's a what? It's an extraneous solution. It's not a solution for this. So that's what you get. Lastly, let's do that question, which kind of has two radicals being like being involved, trying to intimidate people, but it's simple really. So you use the same kind of approach. You have your root there, and you have another one where you have x minus 5. Then of course the other one is plus x here equal to 5. So I'm gonna square both sides to get rid of that radical outside, and I just remain with the root of x minus 5. Then I have a plus what? Plus x, and this is gonna equal to a 25. So I can take that x the other side such that I remain with a radical here, x minus 5, and this is equal to 25 minus x. So I square again there, square this side, then I remain with x minus 5, and this is equal to what? X minus 5 that side. I have 25, so 20, that's 25 by 20. I can expand that. 5 by 25 gives me 625. Then I have minus, that will be minus 50x. Then I have a plus x squared. This is what I get. Okay, then I can write this as x squared minus 50x plus 625. And this is going to be equal to x minus 5. Let everything go to the left. X squared minus 50 becomes, this becomes what? 40 becomes negative. So this will be negative 51x. Then that there, I'll add, then that's to be plus 630. And this is going to be equal to what? To 0. All right, so we'll do the same here. Complete the square, see if that works. Okay, so completing the square here, I'll just have x half there, that would be 51 over 2, then square, and I square my 51, I just have, this would be minus 2601 over 4, then you have your plus what, plus 330 equal to 0, so that there gives me what? So I have 330 minus 2306 over 4, and that just gives me, so I'll just have this will be x minus 51 over 2 squared, then you get negative 81 over 4 equal to 0. You can take that the other side such that I remain with negative. I have x minus 51 over 2 squared, then this will be 81 over 4. Introduce the square root on both sides, even the other side. Then I'll have x minus 51 over 2 is gonna be plus minus, that's gonna be 9 over what? Over 2. 9 over 2. Take that the other side, I'll have 51 over 2 plus minus 9 over what? Over 2. Then I'm gonna, so that's gonna give me, so I'll add first of all. So when I add, that will be 51 plus 9 and divided by 2, that's going to give me 30. So when I add, I get x equal to 30. Let me subtract then. So that will be 51 minus 9, and that gives me 42. I divide by 2, that gives me 21. So this gives me x equal to 21, the other one. But I test and see which one is going to give me my solutions. So you have your root there, and you have another root there. So I start with 30, so that will be 30 minus 5, then plus 30 equal to, this must be equal to 5. That's what they're saying. So then from here, 30 minus 5, what do I get? 30 minus 5 gives me 25. So you have your root there, then you have root 25, then plus 30 equal to 5. So this is just going to be 5 plus what? Plus 30, and you have your 5 there. So 5 plus 30, what is it? Gonna 35. So root of 35 is equal. I already know that this is not gonna be the same. So this here will not be a solution. Let me test the other one. So let me test 21 now. So 21. I see I have a root there. 20, so that'll be 21 minus 5. So 21 minus 5 gives me 16. Then there, of course, I'm adding plus 21. This has to be equal to 5. So I get root there, root of 16 plus 21 equal to 5. So that I'll have 4 plus 21 equal to what? 5. That gives me root of 25, which will be equal to what? 5, and that will be 5 equal to 5. So the solution is x equal to what? To 21. This here, x equal to 30, is an extraneous solution. So we discard of it and we say conclude, therefore x will be equal to 21. So that's how you find this, and this is how you work out. You can do the rest for yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.